Jack, a great tournament would start over here.
Oh, there you're, Doug.
It would start with a great golf course, but when you started this and wanted it to be the best it can be, what else makes a great tournament to make it stand out from the others? Start with the course, and then what?
Well, I think there's a lot of things. I mean, first of all, the course, date. I think the purse to some degree, not a major degree. I think the if you have a really good golf course and you really have it in great condition, the players by their comments of what it is sort of help advance that. I think most of the players that have come here really liked the golf course and really liked the condition. But also, one thing I tried to do is I knew how I'd like to be treated as a player and where I went and what I did. And, there's some tournaments that did it pretty well. Some did it fair. I think we do it pretty well here. And I think the whole idea of making sure that the players are taken care of from a practice facility to be able to get from the practice facility to the putting green in the first tee, to be able to I think autographs are great for the kids and so forth, but there's a certain time and place for them, and it's not, to me, it's not on the golf course. The practice area and that area is fine. So that was one of the things we do. Augusta does the same thing with that. I think that we saw all those things that people that I like to have done as a player, and you have. Your courtesy cars, you have you try to just I'm forgetting 90% of it, but I always sort of like the way things happen. So we try to do that here, the way I'd like to be treated, the way I thought that a player could be treated. That's what we wanted to do here. So that's part of help building what you're doing, Doug. I think that the support you get from the golfing community and the press, obviously, you guys have given us great press. You've given us great respect as far as what we do and what we try to do, and that's very important to what we do.
The second part of that, you were in a sweet spot in terms of the Masters in April. There was nothing in May at the time, and then on to June, July, and August. Given where golf is now, with all these $20 million signature events and rescheduling, is it harder to stand out now than it was then?
Well, I don't want to comment on the tour schedule because I'm not exactly in favor of what they're doing right now. But I haven't really had a conversation. I want to sit down with Brian and Jay and have that conversation. I hate to see tournaments bunched too much together with too big tournaments, or too many big tournaments too close together. That's a problem, I think, and I think that's going to be a problem for the tour in the future. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, and probably shouldn't have brought it up here. I'll get chastised for that later. Well, that's all right. Anyway. I think it's harder for your tournament to stand out. I mean, if you looked at the schedule of, we're involved in the Cognizant down in Florida, and we have Pebble Beach and Los Angeles Tigers event, and then the Cognizant. Then we had Bay Hill and the Players. I mean, what chance has that tournament had? It sits right in the middle of those. They don't have a chance. The other tournaments, too, also say, I've got 4 out of 5. It's hard for guys to play. See, the problem is not so much from the standpoint of the play. It's hard for the players to really be focused and play that much and be on top of their game. And that to me is, I look at it from the way I was as a player. I could play a couple of weeks in a row, maybe 3 weeks in a row, but I needed some time off to be able to recharge the batteries. And I think everybody needs to recharge their batteries. So to jam it all in one period of time, then leave the rest of the year open, I think it's tough. I don't know whether that answers your question or not. But I mean, I think that's, I don't think it's a problem yet, but I think it will be if we don't address it.